a murmur carried by the currents of the cosmos itself. But privately, quietly, even seasoned researchers admit the truth: the data carries questions they cannot answer. Signals that do not behave, pulses that do not match known models. Riddles, not noise. Puzzles without keys. With both Voyagers still alive, still awake in the dark, every message they send becomes a potential revelation, laid out across an infinite forest of stars. And we follow those breadcrumbs, eyes wide, hearts open, knowing they lead into territory humanity has never walked before. Because never before have we placed sensors this far from home. Never before has our technology escaped the sun's protective veil, to float naked in the raw dark of true interstellar space, where gravity thins, and light becomes ancient, where even silence seems heavier. And so when something answers, however faint, however strange, we are forced to ask the oldest of questions: what's out there that can still reach us? The legacy and what comes next. Voyager One and Voyager Two. They are no longer just spacecraft. They are time travelers. Artifacts of a bygone era, built with slide rules, punch cards, and handwritten schematics. Launched before smartphones, before the web, before DNA sequencing, before humanity understood just how vast the void truly is. And yet, despite their age, they endure. Not by accident, but by the sheer brilliance of those who dreamed them into existence. They were not designed to last this long, and yet, they fly. Not merely surviving, but contributing, still sending whispers home, like aging monks in distant mountains, recording the chants of the stars. Each byte they return is sacred. Each bit of information, delayed by 22 billion kilometers of emptiness, is treated like an oracle's whisper, decoded with reverence, interpreted with awe. These are not just numbers. They are voices from the edge of everything. Each signal is a story. Each reading is a memory. And each anomaly, each strange vibration or spike, is a mystery still unfolding. But we know the truth. Time is catching up. The plutonium hearts of the Voyagers grow weaker each year. Their instruments dim, one by one. Soon, their voices will quiet, fading not with a scream, but with a final, delicate sigh. One day, perhaps soon, the final packet of data will arrive. The last log entry. The final breath. The end of contact. And Earth will listen. And understand that something extraordinary has just ended. But their journey will never truly end. They will keep drifting, across gulfs no light has yet crossed. Silent. Unaware. Eternal. Unfolding their paths along the spiral arms of the Milky Way. Passing stars that haven't yet formed, and systems that haven't yet cooled. They will outlive our cities, our cultures, our languages. They will outlive our species. They will carry our signature through the galaxy long after we are gone. And if, someday, someone finds them, if some distant traveler, alien or post-human, stumbles upon a golden disc etched with laughter, music, and greetings, they may pause and wonder. Who were these beings? What did they hope for? Why did they send this lonely object into the dark? And the answer will live in the grooves of that disc. In the voices of children. In the sound of a kiss. In the recording of a heartbeat. Moreover, the incoming data began to exhibit waveforms that pushed against the boundaries of established astrophysical models. Unexplained shifts emerged, strange alterations in plasma density, odd twists in magnetic field orientation, and irregular pulses that resisted all attempts at simple classification. These signals weren't just background noise or the inevitable wear of aging hardware drifting into malfunction. NASA engineers, with painstaking care, eliminated every possible onboard cause, running diagnostics, cross-referencing telemetry, and checking for instrument decay. What remained pointed unmistakably outward, toward the silent, unexplored darkness beyond the solar system. As Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 continued their slow separation across the interstellar void, both spacecraft began detecting similar disturbances, at different positions and angles in space. This unexpected duality offered scientists something extraordinary, a stereoscopic window into the very fluctuations of deep space. Some of these patterns seemed to ripple outward in concentric waves, echoes perhaps, of long-dead cosmic events still trembling through the fabric of spacetime. The Voyagers, drifting like ancient sentinels, became our first cosmic microphones, recording those whispers and tremors from the great unknown. Each vibration, each pulse, could be a relic of a supernova's shockwave, a byproduct of magnetic turbulence between stars, or something far stranger that defies every label we've invented. The implications and theories of every new puzzle sent back by the Voyagers has seeded new speculation, fueling bold theories and quiet scientific revolutions. One compelling hypothesis is that the heliosphere, our sun's vast magnetic shield, might not be a solid wall, but more like a semi-transparent veil. Instead of keeping all foreign particles out, it may allow certain energetic visitors to slip in, especially where magnetic fields bend, stretch, or momentarily fold. These rifts could act as gateways, tiny regions where cosmic rays or exotic particles breach the sun's influence and mingle with the solar wind. Such breaches might explain the strange surges and frequency modulations captured in the Voyager transmissions. Another theory points to the existence of magnetic islands at the edge of the heliopause, swirling eddies of twisted magnetism, that trap and release particles like celestial whirlpools. These fields may reconnect and snap in unpredictable ways, generating pulses and anomalies that the Voyagers, by pure luck or cosmic design, have been able to record. But perhaps the most radical idea challenges everything we thought we knew about space. It suggests that interstellar space isn't empty at all, but structured, layered, and alive with invisible currents and tangled fields. A kind of vast, dark ocean, not of water, but of magnetic waves and plasma winds, sculpted by forgotten stars and galactic collisions from eons past. In this view, Voyager isn't just floating through emptiness, it's sailing through a sea of invisible architecture, shaped by ancient forces still echoing across the Milky Way. And maybe, just maybe, the signals it's hearing are the faint, decaying rhythms of that unseen design. Hints of the unexplainable even with NASA's typically cautious voice, some whispers escape from the fringes of mainstream science.